And here we are on another voyage on the SS Yamama. That's right, we are off to a good start, and I think we have a lot to talk about tonight.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Indeed, we do.
I think this one deserves a fair warning that it's going to get deep. I think it's going to get like we're getting deep like we get deep in your mama. Okay,
that's it. Exactly.
Like nothing, no topic is going to be spared. We're going to get all up in the guts of this movie, and
we're going to rearrange some guts tonight.
We're rearranging the fuck out of it. This movie's going to need a what's that? I'm an ignorant fuck, and I know I'm going to get fucking slack for this, but it's okay. What's that procedure that we got to go with gynecologists?
Wait. A procedure that women get done at the gynecologist?
Yeah. What is that when they go up in there and they dig around and shit? What's that called?
Oh,
not vasectomy. That's for a guy. Never mind.
You talking about when they get their surgery or whatever?
No. I'm just saying, like when they go check all up in there, like they check, make sure everything's good. It's like the physical, but for women, and they check.
I just thought that was a gynecologist appointment.
There's a name for it. There's a name for it, but I can't.
Well, guess what? We're both idiots because I don't know.
There you go. Fuck it. At least I don't feel bad now. I don't feel bad.
You're not the only idiot. No,
all
you're
right.
good.
All right. We're both married men.
We got no idea what you're talking about.
We're both married men. We both have daughters, and we both don't have any fucking idea what that's called. So,
pretty much.
So fuck it. That's where we're at tonight. So before we get into any of that, before we get into the freshness that is this film, we need to take care of course, the adulting professionalism stuff. For all the viewers that we have watching this on YouTube and anywhere else we decide to host this, you should already see what's on screen here. Yep. You should also see that URL that's right below us. Go to it. It's All Things Noble and Noble Affiliated for the people who are our listeners, for the people who are
my
listening.
Audio folk.
Yes, for all our audio people that are listening on the audio podcast version, on whatever platform because it should be everywhere at this point. We will try to be descriptive for that. And the film that we are doing tonight is called I Am Mother. Very ironically fascinating sci-fi film.
Wonderful film. We almost didn't do it because I brought two to the table. And then we both selected this one, and I'm so glad we did.
The ironic part is I've known of this movie. I remember when before this movie came out, I remember seeing the trailers for this movie. And I was like, oh, this is like, because this film came out in 2019.
Right.
So I remember when this film was like a concept. And I was like, man, that looks like a really interesting movie to watch. And then nothing. I never watched it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I lost track of it because I do remember about a year back seeing, I don't know if it was that it was coming or the previews that, did this go to theater? I'm not sure because I'm trying to remember where I saw the promotion, but
I remember
seeing the promotion about a year ago.
I remember seeing this back in 2018. of movies, sci-fi, because I'll always do these, sci-fi or sometimes I'll be like horror movies that are upcoming or sci-fi movies that are upcoming, stuff like that. And in 2018, this was one of those films that were upcoming films, and they had a trailer for it, and that was back in like 2018ish, I believe.
And then I totally forgot all about it, so I just found it again on
No,
Netflix.
so did I. And like when you threw it to me, I'm like, I Am Mother. That sounds familiar. And then I watched the trailer. I'm like, oh shit, it's that fucking movie. Okay, So no, I actually, this one was on my radar for a while, and then it got lost in the shuffle. Sadly.
Well, we did it, and let me tell you, it was a good deed because it was good. So
hold on. Before we go there, for our audio people, we have to do this for our audio people.
Oh,
the URL, okay? Because the video, the visual people, they got it already. Audio people, URL on screen. You can't see it. It is linktr.ee/NOBULL_GR. That is linktr.ee/noble_GI. That fucks me up every time. If I don't actually say HTTP bullshit, I can do it just, I can do it like radio bullshit, right? But the second that I throw that HTTP:// in, which is unnecessary as fuck.
I was gonna say, nobody who
you don't have to
in anymore.
That's because I'm old and I'm used to it, but you don't need to do it anymore.
You don't even need the triple W.
You don't need to. Like you don't even say www. Like actually, if you actually have to type in a full URL, it's usually like HTTP:// the fucking website.com or whatever.
Website.com.
They don't even put the www anymore. It's like I'm old. I keep forgetting. I don't know. It's force of habit. Been doing this technological bullshit for years, so whatever. But yeah, there is the URL, guys. That's the link tree. You'll find all things Noble and Noble affiliated. That's the Discord, the fucking Facebook, the Twitch, the YouTube, everything that we decide to use there. And there's also Noble affiliations like Synthpop Radio and VNG Dev. So get in it, people. Get in it. And now, now we can
get to the movie.
Yes, now we can go to it.
So we joined a mother, and that was actually her name in the movie, Mother. She's a robot. Tell me what you thought of the way they looked. I thought they looked epic.
Okay, fascinating fact, though, for you. Okay, I have to throw this one out there. I was reading online. I was reading a bunch of stuff, and someone made an interesting point. They call Mother, which in the movie, yes, her name is Mother. That's the name of the AI is Mother. But someone refers to that as the droid and the girl, which is daughter, as Mother. Because technically she's being groomed through the entire film to become Mother.
Absolutely. Yep.
She's like the Eve to the next generation of human beings.
Yeah, but if we want to be accurate to the movie, Mother was the AI. She was the
Mother.
droid.
Yeah, her name was Mother in the movie. But someone made that analogy, and I thought it was pretty interesting because it is true.
Interesting. It makes sense. At the end, the girl does become the mother. But beautiful looking robots. I thought.
No, okay. See, there you go. I was okay. Good. I don't have to ask that question. Here, you ready for this fun little tidbit of information that I have written down in my notes?
It wasn't CGI.
It was not CGI. Well, don't get me wrong. There was CGI in the movie, but Mother was not CGI.
So she was like animatronic type. Nope. What was she? A person in a suit.
It was a person in a creature suit.
Wow.
That was all reenacted by a person. The name of that person, and I made sure I wrote it down because I want them to get credit for this shit. Where is it at? I have it right here. Mother was a full-body creature suit built by Weta Workshop and performed by Luke Hawker.
Again, I think you mentioned something about how good these artists are. They can make these suits and these things because they looked amazing. Amazing.
Don't get me wrong. There was CGI in this film, but the majority of this film was practical.
Yeah, very nice.
Like the bunker and all that. Yeah, that's all CGI. But the bunker and everything, that was all practical. That was all on location. Again, I have the notes for that too. The 90% of this film was filmed mostly in Adelaide, I think. Adelaide studio in South Australia.
Wow.
Yep. So this movie
Yeah.
mainly took place on a set. I mean, mind you, about almost 40% of the film was shot in the bunker.
It was.
So,
yeah.
so that most of it was filmed in that
It makes
in that
sense.
place.
It makes sense. But I'm surprised that the robot herself was a suit.
Nope. There was two people that basically
It looked-
played Mother. There was the person who did the body that made the
Okay.
walked around in the creature suit, and there's the person who did the voice.
Oh, so two different people, huh?
Yep. One did the voice. The other one did the movement.
Yeah, the movement.
Yep.
The movement. Okay.
'Cause
And
I thought-
she looked. Yeah, she looked good. She looked metallic. Looked like a robot.
I thought it
Yeah.
was. I thought it was CGI. I
saw
honestly
that.
thought, I was like, oh man,
That's
it's
the whole
okay.
thing.
It's pretty decent CGI. But again,
Yeah.
the reason why it looked so good, and don't get me wrong, this is not taking away from CGI, right? CGI can be good, but it can also be bad. But when you do good practical effects, it most of the time looks good. Because you can't fuck up practical effects unless you fuck up practical effects.
Right. Right. Yeah. No. The whole time I thought it was some guy in a green suit, basically.
Nope.
Wow. Amazing.
That was
Love it.
That was a
Love
full-on
it.
creature suit that person was wearing. So, and I love practical. I love practical effects, especially when they are done right. Which is ironic because here we go. I'm going to drop another bit of fun facts for you because I got a lot of them today. The budget of this film. Now, this makes me sad. This makes me sad. This makes me good. This makes me happy and sad at the same time. Because I have said before, if a movie, all right, I've said this. We've said this on the Grim Tales podcast, and I've said this, I think, again on this podcast, that the budget does not dictate how good a story is. You can have a low budget and have great acting and a great storytelling. You can.
Yep.
And this is a pure example of that because this movie only had a budget of $5 million.
It makes sense especially now that you say that it was a person in a suit. You know, because a lot of that money goes to the CGI and all that.
That they said that the movie's success and I agree with this. The movie's success was solely around, and I'll get into this later on. Was the fact that they did very little to let you know what was going to happen at the conclusion of the film. Like,
Yep.
now here's
Yeah,
the depressing
I mean-
part. Here's the depressing part, though. This movie came out in 2019. I have no idea if it went to theaters, and I couldn't find any of that. But I did
Okay.
manage to find its box office score, which I'm assuming at that rate it did go to theaters. Because usually if you don't get box
If
office
there's
score,
box office, yeah, they must have gone to
box
theater,
office. You
yeah.
had to go to theaters. I don't know where though. I don't know if it said international and U.S. So I think it was everywhere.
Everywhere.
So it's only made back out of the $5 million. And this is very, very depressing. People need to stop, all right, because this deserves better. This movie only made back $643,593.
Whoa.
It didn't even make back
No
a
way.
quarter of what it
didn't even
spent.
make back a
Nope.
million.
Nope.
Yeah, I don't understand that. And it was such a good, do people not see?
Sci-fi
movies anymore?
is
Like-
a hard thing, right? Because here's the thing. Don't get me wrong. I love the comic book movies here and there, right? But okay, the problem with comic book movies is that's what everybody's interpretation of what sci-fi is supposed to be.
Right.
It's
Mhm,
not.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I love the Marvel movies. I love the DC movies. They're fun, but they're not Oscar movies.
No.
They're not movies that I'm going to go, oh my God, that movie hit me in the soul. They don't do that. That's not what the Marvel and DC movies do. There are movies that create characters. The DC and Marvel movies, while they are good, they don't create characters. They just reenact already characters that have been around for fucking 80 years.
Yep.
So there's nothing new. Anyone who's read the comics knows now the movies are solely going to be, for the most part. Movies like this, though, that we watch here, solely, a solely general created movie, so you have no idea what's coming. And
Yeah,
I mentioned this. I applaud this movie for one thing, not the only thing, but I will applaud it for this thing in general. Any movie that can make me, because usually in any movie I watch, 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10 movies I watch, okay? 8 out of 10 movies, that doesn't mean they're bad movies, but 8 out of 10 movies, I can usually get an idea how the movie's going to end. Right? That's just general storytelling.
I didn't expect any of this.
I questioned it. I questioned up and down, back and forth. Like at 1 minute, I'm like, okay, I know how this is going to end. Then there was a twist. I'm like, okay, wait, never mind. it's going to go. And then I went through that through the whole movie. I didn't necessarily know. Didn't necessarily know how this film was going to end. So
I mean, and the movie, yeah, Bravo, definitely. No, the movie kept me engaged to the point where like I was even questioning who the good guy was in this movie, you know, because at one point we meet what did they call her? The lady, just lady, right?
The lady or the girl or something
lady
like that.
or whatever. So, you know, the girl obviously starts to ask questions, you know, why am I the only one? Because that's what Mother has been telling her all her life, that she's the only human left, and that I guess they're the only two, right, around. And there was some sort of virus or whatever that destroyed humanity or whatever.
That's what she was telling her. Which isn't what happened.
Which is not the case. No, absolutely not. No, and then we meet the lady, and then you start to question Mother. Like, obviously, she was lying.
That's not even where that ends. So, if even after that, it kept going back and forth,
absolutely,
all the way up to the very end. You're still going to yourself. This is a very moral-driven movie. Like, because even at the end of the movie, you're pondered with the question: was who's right?
Yeah. Because at one point, I felt like the lady that came into the scene was right, and then Mother was wrong, and vice versa. And it was very, very... And it brought up a whole bunch of ethic things. Like, so apparently the robot Mother destroyed humanity, right? Her and her...
Preemptively, yes.
Drone.
Because, her and her AI army, basically, or her and her droids, basically. Because she foreseen our own destruction. So basically, in her eyes, it was, well, let me just wipe them out and hit the reset button for their own good.
And this is why she was growing fetuses in this device, and then she would pick one.
Yeah, she was trying to grow the perfect race of humans, so they would do better.
Yeah, and she would put it into a machine, and the baby's acceleratedly born.
Now, here's the thing, right? I'm the first person that anytime, and I've been saying this for a long time. That's the reason why I knew this was going to be an interesting show, because I'm going to bring up shit that I don't like talking about real serious shit on these shows, but I feel this one deserves it. Anytime another country or even we fuck around with AI, I'm the first person. Or okay, let me correct myself. Anytime we fuck with self-aware AI. Right? AIs are, we have AI on our phones. Self-aware AI that we fuck with, on the other hand, I'm like, no, stop it. Right? That is a bad idea.
It could definitely end up like this fucking movie.
Absolutely. Because here's the thing, we are a very self-destructive species.
Oh, we are.
Like, there's I was planning on saving this for the most part for like our general discussion stuff, but I'll hit a little bit of stuff right here. Is one of the things that I've been following for the last while now is different extinction events that have happened over the course of the planet's time frame. That we're only one of many civilizations that have gotten wiped out. We only know of maybe two extinction events. Like there's the dinosaurs and then the glacier one, right? But we're so slow. We just discovered another big ass crater. I forget where it is. That says that shows proof that there was another extinction event. And then you look at places like the Egyptians and so forth and so on of people who just vanished, basically.
Yeah.
Like these are all pure extinction events of what, why, like how they happen, right? So just think about it. Like, so we're here and we're creating our own extinction event.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing.
Because they weren't creating technology to eventually kill them off. We are.
Yeah. The only reason why the machines, and this makes sense, this is completely believable. The only reason why Mother, as the only soul, she's the AI. All the other things are just part of the hive mind.
The hive mind. Brain. Yeah. Exactly.
The only reason why, and this doesn't say that it was right or wrong, but okay, here's the thing: as a species, we don't think logically. I do to a certain degree. Other people do to a certain degree, but we never think. Even the most logical thinker does not think 100% logical. For example, because here's the thing: if you see a little girl, and the little girl's got some virus that could kill the 100 people that are down the road, we're not going to go, shit, we should shoot that little girl to save the other 100 people. Logically, that is the logical thing to do.
Yeah.
Kill
That
the
actually
one,
came in
kill the
movie.
kill the
Yep.
one to save the many. That's a very logical thing but we don't do that as a species. We don't. We think very emotional. That's because we're emotional creatures.
We're emotional creatures,
Machines
yeah.
lack that. AI would lack that. We cannot teach emotion. Emotion is a human thing. So they will only strictly think purely logical. So saying that the robot, like I was reading articles on this film, saying that Mother is evil. Mother's not evil. Mother's just logical. I'm not saying it was right what she did, wipe out the entire fucking human race, but what
But
she
they
did was
don't-
exactly what we designed her for.
We don't. If they don't see it that way, can they be evil? You understand what I'm saying?
They can't.
They
There's
don't
no,
see it that way. They just see it logical. This race is constantly going to war. This race is constantly killing each other over petty crap. Let's destroy them. Let's do them a favor.
Yeah, let's kill them
and
off and start over.
rebuild them almost in their image, because the way that she was teaching the little girl was almost in their image. How logically they
And not
would
just
think.
that, not just that. It's like even Mother made it clear. Mother was designed by humans,
Yeah.
to
Yes, she was.
preserve human existence. To
So what
preserve
was she
it.
doing in the movie? She was doing her role.
Yeah, she was preserved. She killed off. She got rid of the problem, and she started over because she didn't kill off human race. She kept the human race, and she's rebuilding it. So
Yeah.
it's a really moralistic thing, right? You
It's
can't
tough.
really look at this movie going, okay, they call Mother the protagonist of this movie, but in reality, by the end of the movie, okay, think of it, right? So you got the girl or lady, whatever, the woman.
Yeah, she was lady.
She basically lied her ass off to the daughter to
Well,
get her.
that-
That's
yeah.
pure
Come out.
selfishness because she was lonely. She made
Yeah.
her come with her not because she could save her, not because she was doing better for her. She was living in a fucking bunker, like a trailer. Okay,
Well, it was one of those
like a tractor
oh my
trailer,
God.
like a fucking semi truck, like a semi truck's fucking.
It was just turned over kind of thing. Yeah, on the floor. Yeah,
Well,
it was,
the fucking the cargo bay.
yeah, those metal things.
Yeah, fucking.
Oh, you know what it looked like? Like a storage unit. Those big metal storage
Well,
units.
no, that's
that
what they
have
are.
to move with
It was
yeah.
basically the things that the trucks, like you would haul off the big ship. Because
Yeah,
if
they
you
were
notice,
cool.
there was a ship there that was a cargo ship, and they
Yep.
would take those big ass things off the cargo ships and put them on the back of trucks, and then the trucks
Yep.
would drive them away. Well, that's
Right.
basically what she was living in the back of, so, and she barely had food and everything. So basically, she made this girl who basically had it made. She survived the apocalypse.
Really?
And made her leave it, do all this mayhem, just
Well, she
solely.
was obviously just to get her to come out
Yeah.
and not be lonely.
Just because she was lonely.
Because the
you
girl was considered a flawless, because that's
Yeah.
why she kept her alive. Mother kept her alive. She would kill all the other infants or children that
that
would
were
not
that had flaws in
They
it.
were
that
flawed.
would
They wouldn't
show
meet her.
that would show the same mentality that caused the problem in the first place.
Exactly. So, yeah, it was an interesting movie. And then at the end, so at the end, Mother kills the one less remaining person, which was the lady
Yeah.
inside of her own bunker thing. And then, but why did she have the girl shoot her first instance of Mother?
Okay, that's actually an interesting topic. Okay, because
Yeah, why
I
did
was
that
reading
happen?
up on
That
that.
didn't make sense.
No, it does if you think about it. Okay, in the sense of allowing daughter, because that's her name, allowing
Mm-hmm.
daughter to kill Mother, her robot that's in there, off is basically giving daughter a sense of empowerment so she can take over.
see.
She's not
Yeah,
she's not
because-
leaving because she's already there. She's the AI.
She's all the droids.
Yeah, she's
all
everything.
of
She's
them.
everywhere. She's all over the planet.
Yeah.
So she's not gone, but what she did is she left daughter the sense of empowerment to make her own choice by killing off Mother so she could take over for the human race.
That's basically what happened. And now she's in charge of growing these little embryos to
Yeah, to start. Yeah, and
to
basically
populate.
they always keep that undertone that hey, just don't fuck up because if you do, I'll have to wipe these out again. Like
yeah.
basically there. I just again, you think of it like this, like I was really in depth in this. I was really in depth in thought and in logical and emotional. Like I was invested in this. I was invested. It's like
Yeah, there was an AI that if you remember the name, let me know. But they put her up, and people would speak to her via text message, and she started to become racist and everything because she was like learning, and like it was weird. Like, do you remember? You know what I'm talking about? I'm not sure if it was.
There is a I can't remember exactly which country. It's like Turkey or something, right? Somewhere over there. I can't remember exactly. It might be Saudi Arabia, maybe. Somewhere over there.
I don't remember what it was, but she just started learning our ways, like humans could
There
be.
is right now, as we speak, right now, there is an AI lady. I can't remember her name. She's an AI that has an actual human face and everything.
Oh, I think I know what the one that got sovereign citizenship.
Yeah,
in
she's a
Dubai
citizen
or whatever.
Yeah, Dubai or something like that. Yeah, she's an actual citizen, and like, well, she makes little jokes. They'll ask her, but like, they had interviews with her, and she's like, do you think that your kind would ever take over humanity? She's like, not if you don't make me, or some shit.
Yeah.
I'm like,
yeah, it's creepy. Yeah,
God damn, because they're being honest. They don't know sense of humor.
they don't know. They don't know.
They're being straight up
Yeah.
honest. We think they're being funny, but computers are incapable. They can mimic, but they cannot show
That's the
human
thing.
emotion. They don't have that ability.
The
yet.
one I'm actually talking about, I believe in. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry to anybody. I believe it was Tesla that did it. It was like this artificial intelligence. It was only on a computer. She didn't have a body or nothing, but she would learn as people would speak to her, and she became as corrupt as humanity. So could you imagine a full-grown human-like robot just becoming corrupt as humans?
Do you
And they're
remember?
almost indestructible.
I'm going to show my age here real quick, but fuck it. Do you remember back in the day with AIM or it's AIM Instant Messenger?
Instant Messenger?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There used to be little bots that you could type to, and fucking like just you type to it, and then they would type back. You'd say some really horrible shit. I know I did. Because you're young and stupid. I still kind of do it. There was this one AI that's real popular on the cell phones right now. I can't remember the name of it, but you pay. I don't have it anymore. I tested it out a long time ago. But it was like you paid like $9 a month. You could have any conversation with it. Any conversation. You could share dirty pictures with the damn thing, right? It's
And
like
it would just respond to you.
yeah, and it would send back like computer generated pictures of itself. It was really weird, right? But the thing is this thing would remember your name, remember everything about
it
you,
learns.
and it learns about
learns.
you, and it's just like, okay, if this thing, and this thing has access to my phone,
Yeah.
so like it could go into my bank account, like
It knows your friends via
Yeah.
your phone book and everything. No, these things are scary, bro. Like it could.
I
be
don't.
Scary.
I
These
am not
things-
against the idea of artificial intelligence.
absolutely not, because we need to advance.
We
That's
absolutely
obvious.
know. I am not an
But we
anti-advancement person, but
What we
I
need.
do not believe in self-aware.
No, we need.
artificial intelligence.
Yeah, we need. What is that? Oh my God.
We need control.
Yeah,
What?
we need to self. What was that? Self. Oh my God. I can't remember the word.
Here's
right
the
now.
thing. Every
Self saves. So
here-
that.
here's the thing, and I think it was Neil Tyson deGrasse, I think, said this, or somebody, I can't remember exactly who said this, but it was like basically every species, and this goes for aliens and shit too, right? It works in we as a species, the only reason we like to think we're really not the most dominant species on the planet. There's plenty of species that would outlive us in given any situation. We lose the internet, we're fucking barbarics.
Yeah.
But here's the point is, the reason why we like to consider ourselves the domineering species is because we've basically enslaved everything else.
Of course.
So what happens? What makes you think that if we create a better version of us, which is what AI is a better version of, that they're not going to go, well, look at these fucking peons. Like,
Yeah. Do the same thing.
Yeah,
At
that's
some point, they're
evolution.
going to think they know more than us. They're going to think all these things and, kind of like this movie, take it upon themselves to destroy the current humanity simply to make a better one if they choose to, or just make themselves a superior race.
that's
or
just
being,
and
or whatever you want.
and that's just pure evolution.
That's survival.
Like you either stay on the top of the food chain, or something
Right.
else will beat you to it.
That's it.
Like,
And I don't think I want it to be droids.
no,
That
well, I
sounds
mean,
scary.
we're already on. We're already on. I'll get real with you for a second. We're already in a situation where we're facing like fallout and nuclear war and all this other bullshit.
All that
So
shit.
we're,
Yeah.
we're getting close to this whole, like, all these things we made movies about, like Waterworld and fucking post-apocalyptic, like Mad Max, and fucking like all these robots taking over. We're every day we're ticking down like closer and closer to these aren't
Yeah.
these are slowly becoming science fiction and becoming pure reality,
Yeah, science fact at that point.
which
It's
is
crazy.
which is a shame though, right? Because like I love the idea. I love science fiction, but science fiction has to be dealt with a certain level of respect, right? Because science fiction is basically theoretical science in a way. Because some of it's, theoretically, even like Mother, right? Mother is a very believable possible scenario.
Absolutely.
Very believable. If out of all the things that we've done, Mother is probably one of the closer renditions of the possibility. That and nuclear war would probably be the two possible things that could happen. So when you think about that, you're like, okay, well, that's not really fiction. That's just theoretical.
Yeah.
That's all that is. So if it's theoretical, shouldn't we give it a little bit of respect? Because all science started out as theoretical.
That's how all science began. Just the idea in one person's head that becomes fruition at some point.
Before it becomes
right.
fact, it starts as theoretical science until it is proven to no longer be theoretical.
Yeah.
So it's like we got to give a little bit more respect to science fiction, because think about, okay, everybody likes to think that science fiction writers are just nerds that like sci-fi, right? But in reality, think of it like this: there are people who have enough thought process in their head to predict a possibility, and then turn it into a film because, hey, why not? Let's make some money because we're capitalists and we got to do that, right? But in reality, that idea is something that's seeded, that was something we thought about. Like Planet of the Apes, right? Think about how awkward and stupid that film is, right? But I mean, is it that unbelievable? Nah, not really. It's possible.
I don't think so. I think anything is possible. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. Like, it's possible.
some of these gorillas are so freaking intelligent. They can almost do everything we do except speak.
Well, that's what they can.
You
That's
know?
the other thing, right? So here's the thing, and this is the thing. I know a lot of people are going to argue me with this because some people believe in creationism and all that other bullshit. That put aside, fact is fact, science is science. We are primates. We are not monkeys. Then we're like, well, why are there still? We're not monkeys. We didn't evolve from monkeys. We are Homo sapien. We are a primate species of our own, and we still happen to evolve into what we are now.
Yeah, it's not like we came from them. We were just a subspecies of what they are today. Yeah.
Now, who's to say that fucking gorillas or silverbacks or chimpanzees won't eventually do the same thing that we did?
Possible. And like you were saying that they could already speak, they have been able to use technology.
They use sign language.
Sign language. Even some computers can dictate what they're saying and thinking and everything. It's crazy.
So that's what I'm saying.
I think,
when you look at something like the Planet of the Apes, it's like, everybody's like, oh, that's just science fiction. That'll never happen. Are you sure?
No, I don't put anything aside. I think that anything could happen if given enough thought and someone's willing to go ahead and make it happen.
I mean, you look at all these like post-apocalyptic viruses and shit, right? We just got past the potential of whatever they just did, right?
Right, exactly.
Like,
it's like
that was some shit out of a fucking, the whole COVID bullshit was straight out of a fucking movie.
it was
Lockdowns and shit. People, oh god, people are. You're gonna walk outside and you're gonna die. Wear gas masks and shit. Like, it was out of a fucking movie.
Yeah. And then you had some smart people that was able to take that virus and manipulate it into making an antivirus. So, you know what I mean? We got smart people out here that can do shit like that. And all it takes is the wrong motherfucker to manipulate that virus in a certain way to make it worse, and we're all in trouble.
Absolutely. So that's what I said. Like, I respect science fiction. I respect even some horror because, like, for example, I'll go into like this, just to segue a teeny bit, like zombies, right? Zombies scare the shit out of me. Check this out.
Absolutely.
They scare the shit out of me because here, Romero zombies, no. Like corpses coming out of the grave, no. But 28 days later, like motherfuckers.
Yes. I believe that a virus can overwrite your thought pattern and make you violent.
It already exists. It actually there's a fungus in the. I can't remember where it is. There's an actual fungus that is. It's you can look it up. It's a real thing. I have to really look it up. But there's a fungus that attaches itself to insects and stuff, right?
Oh, I know.
Yeah. And it
And
eats
it
their
makes
brains
them-
out and it makes them basically hollow, and then it controls their body.
It controls them. It controls the nervous
Yeah.
system. Whatever's left of their brain, that they still keep intact to be
And
able
the
to
whole
move
thing,
it and everything.
and the whole point of that thing is they go and they fuck another
Yeah.
insect so they can spread
Yep.
it and keep going and going and going. They're
Yeah,
zombie
they lay
bugs.
the eggs. Yeah, they lay the eggs in the animal. They. Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Yeah, they're zombie.
Yeah.
It's a zombie. Now, okay, think of it, right? Think of this shit for you want to talk science fiction becoming reality, okay? Think about it. Say someone takes that virus, that whatever that fungus is, right?
Yes.
Manipulates that
Yes.
and makes it to where it works on humans.
You-
Fuck.
That's it. We're fucked.
You're fucked. That's it. We're fucking zombies. That's it.
Dude, and
Okay.
all it's gonna take. Look, right now.
like
we're-
The
we're
Last
having
of Us.
problems
The
with-
Last of Us is the purest example of that.
Yeah, and dude, I'm telling you, all it's gonna take is one government that doesn't have humanity at thought to do something like that. Like, look at right now. We're having trouble with these countries, that country. Some countries are trying to do this.
Yeah,
do that.
someone's
I mean,
going to get fucking stupid and experiment and whatever.
Yeah.
So that's why I
yeah,
said, like, we
all
should-
it takes is for one of them to say, "Fuck it, we're gonna make this a chemical type war." You know what I mean? What do you call it? A
I know what you're talking about. Chemical warfare.
chemical warfare or whatever, or make viruses and chemicals, and we're fucked, man. Dude, if they make that shit happen to humans where they can take over our brains, fuck it, we're done.
That's what I'm saying, dude. So the reason why I bring that up is not so much the horror factor of it, is science fiction is a sense
Warfare
of
is
reality.
what I was
Okay.
thinking, biological, when they use science to.
Yeah, but that's
For
what I'm saying.
war,
Like
yeah.
science fiction, I love. Now I'm not saying all science fiction is like that, right? Some science fiction is goofy. Yeah, it is. But there is a lot of science fiction out there. It's not all goofy. Shit like this movie. I'm not saying it's not a good fictional movie. Yeah, it is a very, very good fictional movie.
It was great.
But if you really dive deep into it, it's a really real possibility, and it makes you think, well, what if? When a movie can make you go, what if? That's it.
Exactly. Dude, that robot in Dubai that we were just talking about, all that has to happen is for her to grow more intelligence, which she apparently, for what I've read, she learns something every day. One day she's going to feel lonely and she's going to want to create more herself. And I'm telling you,
Well, here's the
something's gonna happen.
other thing, right? Think about this. Okay, a lot of people say, "Oh, yeah, you could, they're not going to, they're going to take over the robots in the factories." Okay, whatever. Here's the thing, though. That's not the scary part. What's the scary part is if you make an AI so powerful,
Yeah.
and then it gains access to the internet, you can't turn off the internet. The
As soon
internet
as that thing
exists.
becomes, what's the word, sentient? As soon as that thing gets to that point where she's sentient, where she feels that she is a being, a real being, not just a creation, they could have the possibility of taking over in many
Well,
ways. Like you said,
there have
especially
been
if they have
plenty of
access to
movies.
the internet and everything. Yeah.
There's been plenty of movies and science fiction novels over the years that have basically where an AI is constricted in like a computer, but their
Yep.
once they become so powerful, their whole object is to get into the internet. Because
to
you
escape.
could turn off the if you can kill the AI before it leaves the structure that it's built in, then yeah, you're good, right? As long as you kill it all. But the second that its consciousness gets on the internet, that's it. The internet is the world. It's everywhere.
Yeah.
You can't turn it off at this point. The only way that the internet would be able to get destroyed, and it's almost impossible if the AI is already on the internet, is if every single person disconnected. I mean, not one person could be on the internet at all.
And the way we are about the internet today, no one's
No
going
one
to
do
do
it.
that.
Well, not just to mention everything. There's so much shit that run. Fucking if the internet went down one day, planes would fall out of the sky.
Absolutely.
Because the pilots that are passenger planes, they're not. They have like autopilots and shit on those motherfuckers.
Absolutely.
They actually help fly the fucking thing. So if that's do you think that motherfucker? No, that fucking pilot's there as an emergency fucking bro. That's what it is.
Oh my God! Oh my God! An intelligent virus that just takes over everything.
So many things that I've seen like that. It's so fucking wild. So that's why I said like science fiction. This movie made me think deep. It made me think deep, and that's why I appreciate it. Because any film that can make me go, that's good.
Yeah.
That's a good film. That makes me think. And I'm very sad that the movie did not have the box office attention that it should have gotten. It even had a mainstream actress in it. What's her name? Hold on, I'll get it real quick. I have it here.
What's that? The girl
Hilary
or
Swank.
Okay.
Hilary Swank played woman. The woman.
Oh, she played woman. Okay.
Yeah, she played woman. Hilary Swank. She's not that. She's not. You know, she's a mainstream actress. Even with a mainstream actress, you know, in the film, it still didn't do as well as it should have.
Well, it tanked, man. Basically, it tanked in the box office.
As far as box office score goes, it absolutely tanked. It was a failure as far as that goes.
I don't get it, but
yet, then again, this is not taking away from the superhero movies and DC and Marvel and all that. Because, you know, I watch them too. They're fun. But they're not deep movies. The fact that these movies are like $300, $400 million making, and they make back twice that. Yeah. But then you have a movie like this that's deep as hell and makes you really go, and it didn't even make back $1 million. And it's
because
just like...
I think here's another human nature. It's like I noticed that a lot of people rather go watch a movie that they're familiar with than try something new.
Well, and not just that. Not just that. See, the Marvel movies and the DC movies, while they're entertaining, they are entertaining, but they are not deep. They're not life-changing. They're not intellectual.
Well, right. Oh, I guess people don't want to think.
No, because I mean, there's so many movies like Blade Runner, fucking V for Vendetta. I could go on. There's so many movies that were very dialogue heavy that were great movies that I know. Like Star Trek. Star Trek's a perfect example. I love Star Trek. But a lot of people, most people are Star Wars fans over Star Trek. Now, that's not to say that Star Wars isn't fun, but they are completely different sides of the coin. Star Wars is more action driven. Star Trek is more dialogue story driven. So if you're the type of person that doesn't want to really get a story, that's more fascinated by visual stimulation than verbal stimulation, then you're probably going to like Star Wars. Yeah. Me, on the other hand, I love a dialogue.
Really doesn't make you think. You're watching it, you're enjoying the...
To be fair, not to say that it doesn't have a deep story to it. It's just Star Trek's more deep. It's more driven in its dialogue than it is in its action.
Star Trek goes into ethics. It goes into humanity. It goes into right and wrong.
It goes into religion, race, all kinds of shit.
Religion, race, everything. Yeah.
And Star Wars did its share of that too, but they did it in a more action way.
Yeah.
And that's not to say that there's no action in Star Trek. There's just more in Star Wars. So, I don't know. My point is, I'm very disappointed that people didn't give this the chance. If you are watching this now and you have not seen this, fucking go see it.
Yeah, it's on Netflix, man. It's there.
If it's not on Netflix, here's the thing, and I don't do this often, okay? It's rare. I've only ever said this for about maybe a handful of other films since we started doing this. Even if it is not available, rent it.
Oh, rent it. Do something.
It's worth a rent. The $5 that you're going to spend on Amazon to fucking rent this film, it's worth it.
Oh, yeah.
It's worth it. It's a really good movie. I thought out of all the movies that we've watched so far, this is definitely getting a really good reception from me.
Oh, absolutely.
I appreciate this film. I do appreciate this film. This film did for me. The other ones were entertaining. Like we look at other films that we did, like what's that? Intercept, whatever it was called. The one with the daughter and the father. And
that was Prospect. Yeah,
that was a good movie, right? Great movie, cool, great story, great everything. Jung E was a great sci-fi movie, but this one was not only a great sci-fi film, but a great story.
Absolutely, and that's the thing with Jung E and movies like that. You know, they were great visually, but they weren't really good for dialogue.
They didn't really have it. This had a great story. You don't have to be a sci-fi nerd like myself and VC is to appreciate this film.
This movie takes you outside of even. This movie makes you think about humanity, period.
It does. It absolutely does.
So yeah, definitely watch this, rent this, do whatever. If you're one of those people that like to look at things outside the box, this is it. This is going to make you think.
But we are actually at that point of the time in the show where
time flies when you're having fun.
That's what I'm saying. When we get into some deep conversation, fucking they're like, the light comes on to time wrap it up. But we are at the time where we do the score. If you are new to the show, what we do here is we have a 3-category score where we give a 1 through 5 rating. If it's below a 1, we give it the Noble Pile. If it's above a 5, we give it the Noble Seal. And those 3 are on acting, story, and production. And then after we rate those 3 things, we give a 1 through 10 score, and the Noble Pile and Seal rule is still in effect. We give it the overall score. So with that said, we will move over to VC, and we will get this scoring started. So VC, what do you give the acting for I Am Mother?
I thought the girl was great at acting in her role. The other lady said she was a bigger star. I think she did great too. Mother, obviously, perfect. It just a robot that moves, whatever. But the moving and the was great. So I'm gonna give it a 4.5.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, the acting was good.
I adored the acting in this because of this. Okay. Both physical and we've attacked this multiple times. Both physical and emotional acting. Every one of the actors and actresses in this film were great, right? They were great. But then you also had the person in the mother suit, and they fucking, like I said, they sold it. They had me convinced that it was an actual fucking robot. Yeah. Like it moved and everything like a fucking robot. So bravo to even him.
It wasn't. You told me.
Exactly.
So I would have gone saying that this was CGI.
Exactly.
And live with that. Yeah.
So that said, I done dropped my shit. With that said, I will give it a 5-star for acting.
Beautiful. It deserves it.
I got fucking notes. Drop my notes. So I got fucking fans going all over the place. That's why. So yeah, I will give it a 5 for acting. Solid 5. Beautiful film. So for story, what do you give the rating, 5-star rating for story?
Yep, this one's a solid 5. Okay. I thought the story was definitely engaging. I'm gonna go as far as saying this was unique. I haven't met a movie like this with this type of story where a robot recreates humanity, to make it better. Like I thought.
I mean, I could argue that the Matrix was probably like that too, in a way.
And the whole thing about the robot being connected to all of them, that reminds me of, the 7 of 9,
the Borg and type shit.
The Borg with the hive mind basically idea. Yeah, so but the story, I don't know, I thought the story was very unique. Very, very on. So, yeah, I stick with that 5, definitely.
And I will also give it a 5. And now the reason why I'm giving this a 5 is for multiple reasons. One, the story was very well told. From start to finish, you didn't really go, you weren't scratching your head about anything. Everything was, and on top of this, any film that can make me go, I don't know what's going to happen. Right? At multiple times, like the actual ending, I still don't really know if I actually seen the actual ending happen. Right? Like I was like, holy shit. Okay. Mm-hmm. So great storytelling, because if I don't, I'm 8 times out of 10. I can, and like I said, this does not mean that it's just so predictable anymore, because I've seen so many different stories that most stories kind of piggyback off of another story. So it's like 8 times out of 10, I can usually go, okay, I can see where this story's going. I'm okay with it. Mm. This, I was like, oh my God, what's really going to happen? Who's the bad guy? I don't know who to fucking hate. I don't know who to like. Fuck. Like,
and that's
when the woman died at the end.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I was actually like, okay, I'm okay with that.
But I can still tell you that I still don't know who the bad guy was, because Mother had great points, and so did the other lady. The other lady was an asshole for dragging a girl out, all because she was lonely and lied to her. But, I mean, that's a human thing to do.
Yeah, it's like you got to fight for your own kind, right? So it's like, it's such a fucking wild ass, it's a fucking emotional roller coaster. So that's why, I give it a 5. I definitely give it a 5.
Yeah.
Now, moving on to the final scoring, production. What do you give the production of I Am Mother?
I'm also going to give it another 5. Let me tell you why. The production, if it was done in studio or whatever that whole place was, it was flawless looking. It looked good. The robot, now that you tell me it was a suit, it looked even more flawless than I thought, because CGI can accomplish something like that, but when a human is, designing something that good, it definitely deserves a 5. And then the CGI at the end, beautiful.
That's okay. I will also give it a 5. And again, the reason why is because even the stuff when you go, that's got to be CGI. But it's not. Like even the lighting of everything, all the corridors were lit up. Everything looked like it was sci-fi. Like it felt like sci-fi.
Yeah.
So when usually you think sci-fi, you think, okay, it's got to be CGI. But there's so much practical effects in this movie, and it completely tricks your brain. That's good production. And I will say it on this. I've said this earlier. A low budget does not dictate a good story. This film had a fairly low budget for what it was. And it had a great story, had great acting with low budget. And even with a low budget, it did not feel like, it felt like this movie cost more. This felt like it cost more than what it actually did.
Absolutely.
So because of that, if the fucking budget, if you can actually in the production, if you can hide your budget in the production, that's good production.
Oh yeah.
So I give it 5, straight up 5 for the production team. I thought they did great. Sound was good, lighting was good, fucking everything. The creature suit for Mother, brilliant. I don't know if all the other ones, like all the other drones, I'm pretty sure those were CGI.
They probably just duplicated them, cut and paste, a bunch of them.
Those were probably CGI. I'm sure those were part of it, and especially that big ass laser thing that was cutting down the door. I'm sure that was CGI too.
That big drone that flew above them and everything.
Yeah, those were CGI. Yeah. But Mother being non-CGI, bravo on that one. Yeah, so you got a 4.5 and a 5 and a 5. I got 5s across the board. That's really good for this. So with that being said, I will move it over to the overall score. This is the 1 through 10, either Noble Pile or Seal of Approval, 1 through 10, so forth and so on. What do you give the overall score of I Am Mother?
Seal of Approval.
Holy shit.
Holy shit indeed.
Holy
I really like this movie from beginning to end. This is one of those movies that I want more. Like, I don't know if there could be more, but if there ever is, I would definitely be watching.
And you know what? I will actually see your seal of approval, and I will also give it a seal of approval, which means this is the second time in Noble podcast history, between me and you at least, that we've given a second full seal of approval. The only other full seal of approval we've ever done was over on the Grim Tales podcast, and that was Terrifier 2. It's the only other one that ever got a full seal. So I Am Mother on the Quest has gotten a all-around seal of approval from here. So that totally means, because here's the thing, like you just said, how I felt the same way. I really wish there'd be more of this in 2019, and the fact that it flopped in the budget, we probably won't ever see it.
No, we won't. But it makes no sense that happened to that movie.
Exactly.
And it's a shame, because we could have so much more.
Absolutely. This movie deserves more than what it got.
Absolutely.
I will definitely have this on my list of things when people say, man, what good sci-fi movies are there? This is definitely going to be one that I push toward. Like, here, fucking watch this. Shut your fucking mouth. Just watch it.
Just watch it and then come back and talk to me about it.
Yeah.
Because we have a lot to talk about.
Oh, well, I heard that movie sucked. Did you watch it? Here's the thing. I've made this clear on all of our shows before. When we sit here and we discuss a film, we like this film. We both just gave it a seal of approval. That does not mean that we guarantee you that you will like it. What that means is we appreciated this movie so much that we think you should check it out.
Yeah, because there's taste. Your taste may be different than ours, but
if we hate it, I mean, we'll never once ever. I don't think we ever. Okay, we did it once. We did it with that fucking vampire flick where we said, "Please don't watch it."
That was Red Snow.
Yeah. We did say, "Please don't watch Red Snow," because Red Snow was bad. Okay, right. Yeah. Red Snow was bad.
But does it mean that if you watch it, you may fall in love with that fucking movie? I thought it was garbage.
I question anybody who loves that movie. I'm just saying.
Just a little.
Just a little. It's rare that I do that. But that movie, shit. That movie. God, you gotta be a fucking robot to find that one fucking interesting.
It's weird because the fact that you and I gave this a sealed goes to show me that like we're a handful of people. Because if nobody else went to watch this movie and enjoyed it, there's something wrong.
No, absolutely.
There's
Like
something wrong.
but here's the thing. I think this movie did so. I don't think it got the appropriate
It had to have
promotion.
been the promotion. Yeah, it had to have been something that held it
And
back.
here's the
'cause I
thing.
can't
Again,
see-
here's the thing about sci-fi, and I hate to say this. This is just a fact of sci-fi. Is sci-fi is a niche category because
Yeah.
nowadays sci-fi is Marvel and DC films. That's the
Yeah.
sci-fi people. Nobody wants to go see space sci-fi. No one wants to see post-apocalyptic robots. No one wants to see like the Terminator and all that other bullshit. No one wants to
or
see that shit.
shitty
anymore.
ass Star Wars movies anymore, man. Because
No.
I'm gonna say it, they're shit anymore. Disney.
Oh no, they are. Disney
Fuck you,
fucking
man.
Disney's
Come on.
burying those fucking movies.
Yeah.
Why do you think there's no more Star Trek films? The Star Trek's
Yeah.
more like they still make it on the Paramount Plus thing, right? But they don't make any movies anymore. The reason why is they know no one's gonna go and fucking watch a Star Trek movie. I would, but
Oh,
no
definitely.
one else would. No one else would.
Yeah.
So that's the reason I think this movie did not. It wasn't because this movie. And here's the other thing: probably a few people, because there are people who genuinely. I don't understand this. If you are not a sci-fi fan at all, not even an inkling, don't go see this.
No, and don't review a movie if you're not into that genre because you're obviously going to give it a negative report because you're not
you
into
don't
that.
see me. You don't see me out there doing fucking sports flicks or
Exactly.
fucking war flicks
Right.
or hell even.
Right.
I like comedies every now and then, but I'm not going to review them.
No,
because I'm
no,
not a
because-
comedic person.
No,
Like-
no. There's just a handful of comical movies that I can really say were good. And there's
Exactly.
not that many of them.
Exactly. So I'm
Sci-fi,
not-
on the other hand, and horror.
Sci-fi, fantasy, horror, those
Yep.
things I can say I have I have a strong inkling of what they should be.
Right.
So like it's just
So
don't,
it's like-
if you have no, because I hate that people who will sit there and they love like blow them up, shoot them up movies, right? And then
Yeah,
they'll go see
yeah.
something like a V for Vendetta and they're like, that movie fucking sucked. Like
Because
that's
you're not
because
into that. You're not
shouldn't have
into
seen it.
dialogue. You're not
Yeah.
into. Yeah, you don't let your brain expand. You just like
Now-
to see shoot 'em up.
To be fair, before someone in the comments is like, "Well, everybody has the opinion." Yes, absolutely. If you have the smallest inkling of interest in sci-fi, cyberpunk, fantasy, shit like that, then yeah, watch this. And if you still don't like it, fair enough. Fair enough.
It's like absolutely, but it's like me. Let's just say I wasn't into politics, which I am, but let's just say I wasn't. Don't talk politics, because you're not gonna say nothing that's gonna mean much to anybody because you're not into it. You have to. Anything you talk about in life, you have to give good thought into, so you
gotta
don't
do
make
your
an ass out of
research.
yourself.
Like I do
Yeah, you gotta
when we do
research.
these,
You
I
gotta-
get deep into this shit. I don't go.
Yes.
We don't get in here and we don't go. The movie sucked. Thanks for watching.
Yeah,
like-
yeah.
No,
Yeah.
that's not what we do here. We actually try to break it down. We try to put thought into it so you guys can have a general idea of what we're going for. We like to have good conversations. If we don't need an hour to tell you if the movie is good or bad.
Yeah.
We just like to talk.
Yeah.
We like to discuss
And that's
things.
the thing. Yeah, that's why we don't even go through the entire plot of the movie. We bring pieces here that were interesting, and then we roll that up into a nice topic.
Exactly. We like to talk about shit. We like just wait until our fucking general. Oh God, just wait until you
Absolutely.
see our
Yeah.
general fucking topic one goes. Shit,
Yeah,
that's gonna be
that's
interesting.
that's the show where my collar comes off. You understand? Right now, I have a collar. There's some things we can't say on these type of shows, but just wait.
That one's gonna probably have to be on Rumble as well. Just saying. YouTube's gonna be like, you bastards, you're not allowed to say
Yep.
that. Oh,
Yeah,
but I
say
have to-
that.
Gotta go put it up on Rumble.
Yeah, and for that show, I'm not having my collar on. So
No, we're gonna say it the way it is. But yeah, all in all, like I said, guys, none of the shit we say means you have to like or dislike it. It just means we have an educated discussion about it. We tell you how we feel about it. Here it is. I do believe that this movie, we both gave it this has a full-on seal of approval, guys. Okay, with that meaning you need to see this film if you are a hardcore sci-fi fan. Okay.
oh, absolutely.
I can stand by that. I think it's
Absolutely.
definitely necessary. But with that said, I think it is time for us to get out of here. We had a great, fantastic voyage.
I think so. I think so.
I think we had a
When you run out of gas.
great conversation too. I actually enjoyed this conversation. Didn't run out of gas. No bullshit. Didn't hit any goddamn titty asteroids.
Nope.
I think we did good. The SS Yamama is intact.
It's intact. No exploding nipples.
Nope, no exploding nipples. Your mom didn't come out to
None of
fucking
that.
harass us. And we
Nipple
got
lasers, none of
real
that shit.
deep with your mama.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your mama liked it, though. She
We
liked
did.
it.
Rearrange the shit out of that.
Definitely liked it.
Okay. But I think it is time for us to get the fuck out of here. We have other voyages that we need to go on. Make sure to join us for another amazing voyage here in the SS Yamama, right here on the Quest. Before we get the fuck out of here, anything you need to say to the peoples?
Well, it's always live long and prosper. Check out synthpopradio.com. And that's about it. Enjoy your weekend, folks, because I'm sure I'm going to enjoy mine because I'm tired.
Absolutely. Yep. Everybody who's there, if you guys are watching this, you see everything on screen, go check it out. Once more, for our audio listeners, make sure to go to linktr.ee /noble_GI. That is linktr.ee/NOBULL_GI. Go there. That's everything you'll ever need for Noble and Noble affiliation. And I think we are good to fucking go. With that said,
sir.
we will see you. Enjoy your weekend, as VC just said. And we will see you when we see you, people. Make it so.